When I was a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, Joseph Smith was the founding prophet, and they taught us that we were to follow him and that he had direct revelation from God, that he had met with God and his son in the forest as a young boy and was to restore the church on earth.
Hi, my name's Ben. I'm a generational Mormon. I was raised up in a Mormon family that taught me that Joseph Smith was the mouthpiece of God and that we should follow what he says.
I am a generational Mormon. I grew up all my life in the Mormon church, and I was told that the prophet God would not let him lead us astray.
When I was a member of the Mormon church, I was taught that Joseph Smith was the true prophet that restored the truth to the earth. He was the mouthpiece of God, and no other church on earth was true.
That he was a true living prophet and that he received direct revelation from God. And that when the prophet spoke, it was "Thus saith the Lord," and we were to follow whatever the prophet said.
I'm a multiple generational Mormon on both sides of my family. I always believed that Joseph Smith was a prophet of God, that he was a prophet, seer, and revelator. What he said was truth. When the prophet spoke, the thinking was done.
I believed the teachings of Joseph Smith. I sang the song Praise to the Man. I believed and followed what he taught, because that's what they told us to do.
You know, my family taught me that Joseph Smith was the God's prophet on the earth. He was the mouthpiece of God, and that he restored the gospel.
I never doubted the prophet. I was also taught in primary, we would sing songs about following the prophet and how important it was to do everything the prophet said.
Following the true prophet of God, I would have done anything they asked. We sang the song Praise to the Man.
I would have done whatever, the prophet told me to do.
I truly believe that Joseph Smith was a prophet of God, that he restored the truth of Jesus Christ's church here on earth. I would have been willing to lay down my life for him in a moment's notice. If he asked me to give him all my possessions, I would not have given any thought to that.
Virtually everything Joseph Smith taught was a lie, and that he was really a vile, perverted man, driven by lust and greed.
When I found out Joseph Smith wasn't a true prophet, I felt like I was deceived and it was hurtful.
Coming to know the Lord, what I now think of Joseph Smith is he was a gold-digging imposter. I think I've never known such a bold-faced liar.
I realized Joseph Smith was a fraud and a false prophet.
He was a fraud, and he's led millions of people away from truth.
I think he's a liar, a fraud, an adulteress, and a pedophile.